One Honda CR-V hit 1,000,000 miles on its original engine, and the owner drove it into the shop under its own power for an oil change. 1,000,000 miles. I looked under that hood expecting to see some kind of mechanical miracle, and you know what I found instead? Regular maintenance and a $407 annual repair average. That CR-V spent less on repairs per year than most people spend on coffee. After 20+ years of working on everything from beaters to luxury SUVs, I can tell you exactly which ones actually survive past 200,000 miles and which ones become money pits around 80,000. Today I'm counting down 5 SUVs under $30,000 that mechanics see cruising past 300,000 miles without breaking a sweat, and I'm saving the one that shocked me most for last. That number 1 pick? I had a customer argue with me for 20 minutes when I recommended it over a vehicle twice the price. 6 years later, she sent me a photo of the odometer at 287,000 miles with a thank you note. Stick around for that one. We're going 5 to 1, starting with a sleeper pick that most people overlook and ending with the SUV that iSeeCars data shows reaches 250,000 miles at nearly 8 times the industry average. I'll give you the specific years to buy, the years to avoid, and the exact repair costs you can expect. No fluff, no dealer talk, just shop floor truth. Number 5 is the Honda Pilot, and this one flies under the radar compared to its smaller sibling the CR-V. Here's why that's a mistake for family haulers. According to iSeeCars data, 17.5% of Honda Pilots reach 250,000 miles, which lands at roughly 3.5 times the industry average of 4.8%. Average potential lifespan hits 236,807 miles, and get this, 2.5% of all pilots currently on the road have already crossed 200,000 miles. I've worked on pilots with 280,000 miles that still ran smooth as the day they rolled off the lot. The 3.5-liter V6, that's Honda's J35 engine family, has proven itself across millions of vehicles. RepairPal puts annual maintenance at $542, which saves you about $110 compared to the industry average for midsize SUVs. Now here's what you need to budget for. Unlike some competitors that use timing chains, the Pilot V6 runs a timing belt that needs replacement every 105,000 miles. You're looking at $900 to $2,000 for that service depending on your area and whether you bundle the water pump, which you absolutely should. Skip that service and you're gambling with a $4,000 plus engine replacement. The years matter here, and I mean really matter. The 2016 and 2017 models introduced a 9-speed automatic transmission that generated more complaints than any Pilot before or since. Jerky acceleration, hard shifting, and outright transmission failures hit some owners with $1,500 to $3,500 repair bills. Here's the workaround. Honda offered a 6-speed automatic in lower trims like the EX and EXL starting in 2018, and that 6-speed runs like a Honda should. When you're shopping, specifically ask whether it's the 6-speed or 9-speed, and walk away from any 9-speed that hasn't had the software updates. Best years to buy are 2012 through 2014, 2015, and 2018 or newer with the 6-speed. Current market puts 2017 to 2019 models with 60,000 to 90,000 miles between $25,000 and $30,000. Stay away from 2003, 2005, and 2016 to 2017 unless you've verified the 6-speed transmission. My verdict on the Pilot: buy the right years, budget for that timing belt, and this thing will haul your family until your kids have kids of their own. Drop your Pilot mileage in the comments, because I'm betting this section is about to become a high-mileage Hall of Fame. That was a solid start. This next one costs even less to maintain and has an engine that mechanics actually get excited to work on. Number 4 is the Honda CR-V. And I need to tell you about 2 completely different vehicles sharing the same name. Pre-2017 CR versus with the 2.4-liter K24 engine? Those are the ones hitting 1,000,000 miles. The 2017 and newer CR versus with the 1.5-liter turbo? Those come with an asterisk the size of a billboard. The K24 engine in 2012 through 2016 CR versus has achieved legendary status in shops across the country. RepairPal rates annual maintenance at just $407, which makes it the cheapest to maintain of all 5 SUVs on this list and $245 below industry average. Honda as a brand ranks number 1 out of 32 manufacturers on RepairPal's reliability index, and the CR-V is a big reason why. iSeeCars data shows 13.9% of CR versus reach 250,000 miles, with average potential lifespan hitting 215,930 miles. Honda sits as the second longest-lasting car brand behind only Toyota. Now here's where it gets complicated. The 1.5-liter turbo in 2017 through 2022 CR Versus developed an oil dilution problem that Honda got hit with a class action lawsuit over. What happens is unburned fuel mixes with your engine oil during short trips and cold weather driving, and the result is rising oil levels, a gasoline smell in the cabin, and P0172 fault codes. Left unaddressed, and this is not me being dramatic, this leads to catastrophic engine failure. I've seen owners check their dipstick and find oil levels above the full mark, which should never happen. Honda extended warranty coverage to 6 years and unlimited miles on affected components, but that doesn't help you if you're buying a used 2018 CR-V outside that window. When the 1.5 turbo fails, head gasket replacement runs $5,000 to $6,300 at around 128,000 miles. Fuel injector failures on 2019 to 2020 models cost roughly $2,000 at 60,000 to 68,000 miles. These aren't routine maintenance costs, these are design flaw repairs. Here's the play. The 2016 CR-V represents the sweet spot, final year of the bulletproof K24 engine, pre-turbo complications, and current market pricing between $15,000 and $20,000 for examples with 80,000 to 120,000 miles. That leaves you $10,000 under budget with an engine that can legitimately run another 200,000 miles. Best years: 2016, 2006, and 2020 through 2024 after Honda addressed the oil dilution. Avoid entirely: 2017 through 2019, 2002, and 2015. My verdict: the 2016 CR-V with the K24 engine is one of the best used SUV values in America right now. The turbo models can work, but you're betting on Honda's fix rather than a proven design. Alright, we're moving from Honda reliability to Toyota over-engineering, and this next one saves you money in a way nobody talks about. Number 3 is the Toyota RAV4, and J.D. Power just named it the 2025 Compact SUV winner for dependability. Consumer Reports rates current models at 86 out of 100 for predicted reliability, which they describe as much more reliable than the average new car. RepairPal data puts annual repair costs at $429, making it $223 cheaper per year than the industry average. Here's what nobody mentions about the RAV4. Both the 2.5-liter four-cylinder and the hybrid powertrain use timing chains instead of belts. That's an $800 to $1,500 service you never have to do. The chain is designed to last the life of the engine, and on RAV4S, that life extends past 200,000 miles routinely. The RAV4 hybrid deserves special attention. J.D. Power's 2025 study found hybrid vehicles experience the fewest problems at 199 per 100 vehicles, beating even gas vehicles at 200 per 100. Real-world fuel economy hits 37 to 41 miles per gallon on the hybrid, and the battery warranty runs 8 years or 100,000 miles. Most hybrid batteries last well beyond that, often hitting 10+ years. But here's the year to avoid, and I cannot stress this enough. Skip the 2019 RAV4. First-year production of the current generation introduced an 8-speed transmission with lurching and hesitation problems that generated 8 separate recalls. Transmission replacement runs $3,500 plus when software updates fail to fix the issue. Suspension control arm wear on 2019 to 2020 models also caused $500 to $1,200 repairs around just 30,000 miles. 5-year maintenance projection from CarEdge totals approximately $4,047, which lands $1,658 below the SUV industry average. Used 2024 models trade between $24,237 and $25,866, while the 2015 to 2018 and 2020 to 2024 model years offer the best reliability. Best years: 2020 through 2024 after issues were resolved, 2015 through 2018 for proven second-generation reliability, and 2010 through 2012. Avoid: 2019, 2006 through 2008, and 2001 through 2003. Quick one: if this straight talk is saving you from expensive mistakes, that subscribe button helps me keep making these instead of going back to the dealership grind. My verdict on the RAV4: lowest annual maintenance cost on this list, hybrid option that dominates efficiency, and timing chain peace of mind. Just stay away from that 2019. Now, this next one? Most people don't even know it exists, and that's exactly why it's such a good deal. Number 2 is the Lexus GX 460, And I'm about to tell you something that'll change how you shop for SUVs. This vehicle shares its platform with the legendary Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, gets built in Japan with superior rust resistance, and regularly sells for less than comparable Toyota 4Runners on the used market. Let that sink in. A Land Cruiser underneath, Lexus quality on top, and prices that undercut its Toyota cousin. J.D. Power named the GX 460 the 2025 premium midsize SUV segment winner, and the Lexus brand leads all manufacturers with just 140 problems per 100 vehicles. When Consumer Reports evaluated the 2019 model year, they rated it much more reliable than other cars. This isn't marketing, this is data from 380,000 surveyed vehicles. The 4.6-liter V8 uses Toyota's 1UR-FE engine with a timing chain rated for 300,000-plus miles on well-maintained examples. Compare that to the older GX 470, which required timing belt replacement every 90,000 miles at $1,000 to $1,407. The GX 460 eliminates that expense entirely. iSeeCars data shows 18.3% of GX models reach 250,000 miles, landing at 3.8 times the industry average. RepairPal estimates annual maintenance at $770, which sounds higher until you compare it to BMW at $968 or Mercedes at $908. Over 10 years, the GX saves you $2,000 to $4,000 versus German competitors. Common issues to watch for: door lock actuators fail around 100,000 miles, running $150 to $300 for a DIY repair. Timing chain tensioner issues are rare but cost $1,897 to $2,592 when they occur. One big warning: avoid the redesigned 2024 GX 550 for now. First-year problems include brake squeal, body hardware issues, and AV35A engine recall. Best years to buy: 2014 through 2023 GX 460. The 2014 to 2018 range hits the $25,000 to $35,000 sweet spot with 70,000 to 120,000 miles. For the money, you're getting full-time 4WD standard, 6,500-pound towing capacity versus 5,000 on the 4Runner, a legitimate luxury interior, and made-in-Japan build quality. My verdict: the GX 460 is the most overlooked SUV on this entire list. Land Cruiser DNA, Lexus reliability, and 4Runner pricing. Mechanics love seeing these roll in because there's rarely anything seriously wrong. Alright. Number 1. I saved this one for last because the data here is so far ahead of everything else. I had customers accuse me of being a brand loyalist when I recommended it. I'm not. I just follow the numbers. Number 1 is the Toyota 4Runner, and the statistics on this SUV aren't just good, they're in a different category entirely. According to iSeeCars analysis of 400 million vehicles, 32.9% of 4Runners reach 250,000 miles. That's 7.7 times the industry average of 4.8%. Not 7.7% more. 7.7 times more likely to hit 250,000 miles than an average vehicle. The fifth-generation 4Runner ran from 2010 through 2024 with almost no major changes, and that's not laziness, that's confidence in the engineering. Toyota kept building the same platform for 15 years because they got it right the first time. Average lifespan hits 196,578 miles, and the top 1% routinely exceeds 300,000 miles. Mechanics on professional forums report seeing 4Runners at 350,000 to 400,000 miles with original drivetrains. The 4.0-liter V6 has earned near-mythical status in shops. One professional mechanic put it this way: the 4.0 V6 is durable as heck. The engine uses a timing chain, eliminating the $800 to $1,500 belt replacement that hits competitors. RepairPal rates annual maintenance at just $514, which lands $1,499 below the SUV segment average. Let me repeat that: $1,500 less per year than average. Now, the 4Runner isn't perfect, and I'll tell you exactly what to watch. Frame rust devastated 2003 through 2005 models and affected 2010 through 2016 to a lesser degree. In saltbelt states, budget $2,500 to $3,000 or more for frame repairs. The XRS suspension on 2005 through 2009 limited trims fails expensively, running $4,000 plus to replace. Avoid those years in that trim entirely. Secondary air injection system failures on 2010 to 2013 models cost $1,500 to $3,000 around 80,000 miles. Best years, 2017 through 2024 for the fewest complaints. The 2006 to 2009 V8 models are excellent if you find one under budget. Avoid, 2003 to 2005 for severe rust, 2008 for transmission issues, and 2013 for oil consumption. Current market puts 2016 to 2019 4Runners with 60,000 to 120,000 miles between $25,000 and $32,000. The SR5 and TRD off-road trims offer the best value. Skip the limited to avoid XRS suspension headaches. Who should buy this? Anyone planning to keep a vehicle for 10+ years, anyone who wants something that starts every single morning without drama, and anyone who calculates total cost of ownership instead of just sticker price. Who should skip it? If you want something that feels exciting to drive, look elsewhere. The 4Runner prioritizes lasting forever over making you feel anything behind the wheel. My verdict: the 4Runner isn't the cheapest to buy, isn't the most fuel efficient, and isn't the most comfortable. But the data says it'll still be running when vehicles that checked all those boxes are sitting in junkyards. That's why mechanics buy them. Tell me in the comments, what's the highest mileage you've ever seen on a 4Runner? I'm betting someone watching this has photographic evidence of 400,000 miles. Those are 5 SUVs that data and shop experience both prove will outlast your mortgage, your car payments, and probably your patience for making car payments. You've now got more real information about what actually survives past 200,000 miles than most people walking onto dealer lots this weekend. Now, if you want to know which used cars to absolutely avoid, the ones mechanics dread seeing because the repairs cost more than the car is worth, I made a whole video breaking down the 7 low-maintenance secondhand cars that last forever. That's coming up right here on screen. That's 20 years of shop experience talking. Like if it helped, subscribe for more car advice. I'll keep giving you truth dealerships won't. Drive safe, take care of your car, and it'll take care of you. Take it or leave it. I'll see you in the next one.